Looking at Zoom breakout sessions. We already have one video on Zoom breakout sessions, but it was specifically from the host perspective. In this video, we'll start with the host and then we'll look at it from the participants or attendees perspective. Now, right now, I'm the host and I have 4 guests in my session, so I'm going to split these people into 2 rooms. I'll hover here at the bottom menu, tap breakout rooms. Split 4 participants into 2 rooms. I'll do it automatically, create rooms. I'm going to move them automatically so folks don't have to click join or anything. And I'll click open all rooms. And as you can see, as people are sent to the breakout rooms, I won't see them anymore in my main session. So now let's go to one of the participants. So in this session we have Murphy and Matt. And right now Murphy and Matt's videos are turned off, but they still could be able to speak to each other without video. Matt and Murphy can share their screen with each other. They could share a whiteboard. So now both Matt and Murphy can see what is going on the whiteboard. Now what if Matt and Murphy want to bring the whiteboard materials back to the class or back to the main session when they're done? They would need to save it. Note the controls here at the top right. Either Matt or Murphy could decide which computer they would save it to. See, whiteboard saved, and it will tell me which folder it saved it to. I can click save in folder. While Matt and Murphy are in the session, they could click ask for help by clicking there and inviting the host, so the host would get a notification. What if they wanted to save a discussion? Let's say if they were chatting. I'm going to go ahead and close the whiteboard. I'm going to click stop share. And let's say that they had an open chat here. So if they had some notes in the chat, on the bottom right ellipses here, they could click this and then they could save the chat. And then they could bring that to the main session. What they could do is just open up the chat or open up the whiteboard and share their screen that way. Or they could, if the host has turned on file sharing, they could just upload the file to the rest of the team when they're done. Additionally, if they share their entire screen, then they could use something like Google Docs or Word Online to take notes. And once again, when they're back in the main session, they could share the link in the chat with the rest of the group, or they could just share their screen and bring up their notes. Now we're back at the host, and the host can click on breakout rooms, and the host can close all rooms. And note there's a 60-second warning, so all the people in the breakout room should be seeing that as well. Notice now I'm back at Matt and Murphy's breakout room, and they could see the countdown timer here, but they could go ahead and return before the timer goes off. And now we're in Puddin' session here, and as you can see, Puddin' and Lupe, they have 12 seconds left. They could go ahead and tap return to main session, and it takes a little while for everybody to return. And now we can see that everyone's back in the same session again. And let's say if Puddin' wanted to share what they've done, Puddin' could tap share screen, pull up the JPEG she saved from the whiteboard, or pull up chat instead. Pull up chat and paste a link to a Google Docs or a Word Online document that they annotated on for everyone to see.